I'm Glenn Blair. Welcome to A Geezer's Perspective, offering brief relief from our current national game show, the election. When I was younger, in my 70s, I was a pretty active senior athlete. Tennis tournaments, Senior Olympics. I won the National Senior Olympics high jump at age 70. Did 4 feet 6 inches. That didn't mean, of course, that I was a great high jumper. What it meant was that I was one of the few surviving high jumpers that could still jump and saw some reason to do that at age 70. But still, for me, it was quite an accomplishment, and I was very proud of it. But I don't like to brag about it. Oh, you noticed my medal? I forgot I had it on. Oh, I'm sorry. It's good for geezers and geezerettes to get out and not do high jumping, obviously, but anything that stretches you a bit physically and mentally as well. Recently, I've been thinking about revamping some classic TV game shows to appeal to the geezer set. I've always been a fan of Jeopardy, but it's not fun anymore because although I know the answers to a lot of the questions they ask, I just can't come up with them right away. So I'm designing 2 different versions that have real potential, I think. The first one is called Close Enough. That's the title of the game, Close Enough. Same concept as Jeopardy, a host and 3 contestants. Here's how it works. The host asks a question. Name the cartoon written by Capp that ran for 40 years, starting in the mid-30s. I buzz in immediately. The host says, okay, Glenn, go ahead. I say, well, I don't remember the name, but it was set in Dogpatch. It was about hillbillies. Daisy May was an extremely attractive female lead. They made a successful Broadway musical, and the host then shouts, that's close enough. You got it. Lil Abner is the name you're struggling to remember. Good job, Glenn. Next question. Well, you get the idea. You buzz in because you know. It's just you can't quite think of it right now. But what you can do is what we often do as seniors when we're talking to other people. We can say a lot of things about it. I say to a friend, remember the 1992 presidential election? Clinton, Bush the Elder, and an independent? What was his name? Oh yeah, I remember, Short. And my person I'm talking to says, yeah, billionaire businessman. And finally you come up with it. And that's how this game would go. You buzz in, and if you're close enough, you get credit for the answer. And you'd have a winner, and everything would be just great. Older people would love it. Another version I think I may like even better. I call it Take Your Time, or Whenever You Get It. Traditional format and rules, but with one big change. You get 5 minutes to answer from the time the question was asked. The host asks a question, and you answer right away if you think you know. But if nobody answers, then the host goes right on to the next question. Then, anytime a contestant can buzz in or shout an answer to an earlier question. So, for example, the host asks, what is the brass instrument that has a slide? Nobody answers. So next question. What president said, Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall? Again, no response by any of the contestants. So the host starts a third question, but is interrupted by one of the contestants shouting out, trombone, trombone. And while the host is saying that right answer, another contestant says, Reagan, Ronald Reagan. That's how it works. I haven't worked out all the details, but you kind of get the idea. Sort of chaotic, but exciting, I think. What it does is give us seniors time to come up with an answer we know, but just didn't have on the tip of our tongue. That's it. A couple of good ideas for adapting a longtime favorite TV game show for me and my geezer pals who just aren't as quick as we once were. You get some professionals working on these ideas, and I believe you've got some winners. I doubt if Merv Griffin had all the deals worked out when he came up with Jeopardy and Wheel of Fortune. Any ideas for a Wheel adaptation? I'm thinking of Helen Mirren as Vanna's replacement, and probably have some really good-looking guys and gals spinning that heavy wheel for the contestants. Well, that's it for now. If you find these odd rants of interest, give some thoughts to subscribing. Oh, Ross Perot was the independent candidate in 1992, and all three were left-handed. Thank you.